KACA. It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb. KACH. KACH.
Well, underway in Game 2 of the doubleheader as Vanessa Griffith led off for the Indians and she walked. As here is Rory Hansen up there, takes the first pitch down low, ball one ball with no strikes. We'll give you the lineups just as soon as we can. I'm honest with you, as the ground will hit back to the box, so go back to the pitcher and they'll get the out at first base. So Hansen, they get Hansen for the first time today as she grounds out. And going to third base was Griffith for the Indians. So runner at third, one out. And here's the first pitch to Larson, misses down low, ball one ball and no strikes. Griffith's at third to lead off here in the first inning as that ball's going to be looped into right field and it's going to land fair. It's a little Texas League single and Preston gets on the board. 1-0 here in the top of the first inning as Griffith comes all the way around the score on the little bloop single. And with one out and a run in, here is Megan Johnson. Megan takes the first pitch over for a strike. Next pitch home to Megan is high, and it's 1-1. Johnson will be back at shortstop here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. And the next pitch home is hit foul at home plate. And it goes to 1-2 now on Megan Johnson, who had 5 hits in the first game of the doubleheader. Blanchard, the pitcher in Game 2 of the doubleheader, hits a ground ball toward the shortstop. They'll go to second. They get one there. The return throw is not going to be in time as Johnson's going to be safe on the fielder's choice. And Larson is out 6-4 on the force out at second base. That's the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Charlie Blair here for the Indians, and takes the first pitch down low. It's in the dirt, goes to the backstop, and Johnson hustles down to second base on the pass ball. Blair, who will be the pitcher here in the nightcap of the doubleheader for the Indians, and she lines one to left field. That's going to be in for a hit. Over to cut it off and get it back in a hurry is a left fielder, but not before the run is in, and it's 2-0 Preston. As Blair singles in a run, and it's 2-0. 2 runs on 2 hits, and they're in the top of the first inning for the Indians. So here's Kendall Keller, the winning pitcher from the first game. As she swings the first pitch up high, ball, or it's 0-1. Keller will move over to play first base here in the nightcap. As that pitch over again. Next pitch home to Keller, popped up. That'll go foul over into the customers. Later Rawlings waits on deck. She'll be in right field here in the nightcap of the doubleheader after sitting out the opener as the next pitch is swung on and missed. So Keller strikes out. Preston gets 2 here in the top of the first inning on 2 hits. They leave 1, and there was no errors in the inning as well. We're done with a half inning here in game 2 of the doubleheader. As we go to the bottom of the first, it's Preston 2 and the Grizzlies from Skyline coming to bat.
KACA.
It's the end of a long day and your feet are tired, or are you running behind schedule? But you need milk and eggs. You don't want to have to walk clear to the back of the store to get a gallon of milk and a dozen eggs. I suspect we all can relate to both of those stories. The great news is that this problem has been solved by Stokes Market in Preston with a recently installed new cold case right near the front door. If you just need a gallon of milk or some eggs, you can find them right inside the front door. Visit Stokes Market today in Preston.
The KACH Cash Magnet Contest is here, and you can win money just by listening to your radio. Simply pick up one of the cash magnets available many places around town and be listening after 7 o'clock each weekday morning as I will call out a 4-digit number. If your magnet has that 4-digit number, you'll have 1 minute and 5 seconds to call the radio station, and you could win the cash jackpot of the day. If no one wins, the cash prize will go up $5 a day. Find a cash magnet, be listening weekday mornings, and get ready to win with FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH.
Half inning in the book. We'll go to the bottom of the first. And here in the bottom of the first inning, it will be Rachel Hafner, Avery Olafson, and then Addie Sanders. The same batting order pretty much here for the Skyline Grizzlies in game 2 of the doubleheader. As Hafner moves from the mound, she'll play second base here in game 2. And the first pitch is going to be hit into left field for a base hit. So 1 pitch, 1 hit, one single here as Hafner singles to open up the bottom half of inning number 1. So the leadoff man aboard, and here's Avery Olafson. Olafson doing the catching in game 2 of the doubleheader after playing first base in the opener. As Blair comes home, first pitch hit foul over on the first base side, and it's 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Hafner over at first base as she led off the bottom of the first inning here with a single. As the next pitch is high, and Hafner bluffs the run over at first base, but stays there. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Blair ready again, rocks to the motion, and the 1-1 pitch. There's a ground ball into right field. That'll be a base hit. Going to second base, turning and staying there is Hafner. Back-to-back singles to open the bottom of the inning. And with 2 on and nobody out, it brings up Addie Sanders, the shortstop. So here's Sanders. Had kind of a tough opener of the doubleheader. She struck out 3 times, but she did have 1 hit. And takes that first pitch and bunts it foul, and it's 0-1. Blair ready again, back into the circle, comes home, and the next pitch. Again bunted, and again is bunted foul. So Charlie Blair jumps out in front here of Sanders. No balls and 2 strikes. Rocks to the motion, and the 0-2 pitch is high. Tried to see to get her to chase one as she laid off, and it goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, the 1-2 pitch, and again hit foul back behind home plate. Sorry, I'm trying to do a little multitasking here, try to fill out my scorebook, as both coaches very late in getting the lineups turned in. In fact, the umpires were out on the field and had to yell at the Skyline coach to come up to home plate for the exchange of lineup cards. As again, the pitch to Sanders, again hit foul, and it stays at 2-2. Just a couple of slight changes to the lineup for Skyline. Virtually the same lineup with one difference for the Indians here in Game 2. As that ball is going to be driven to right center field. That's going to be cut off as they'll get it back in, but not before Skyline gets one of the 2 runs back. So Sanders singles home a run as Hafner comes in to score to make it 2-1 Preston here in the bottom of the first inning on 3 straight hits by the Grizzlies. As that'll bring up Elsie Cottrell, who's playing third base after catching the first game, and takes that pitch for a strike, and it's 0-1. As that's hit toward Johnson, who has it right off the top of her shoes and gets the out there. So that's the first out as Cottrell hits it hard but lines out to short. And now here's Ellie Wetworth, the center fielder. First pitch home, to Whitworth is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Next pitch home, taking, and misses it outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Trying to do several things at once here. Next pitch home, misses down low, and it's ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, bottom of the first, 2-1 Preston on top. Blair ready again, Roxon comes home the next pitch, a ground ball toward the shortstop Johnson. She'll go across in time, and that is just the second out. Yeah, that's what I thought. As Preston was headed off the field, as everybody thought it was the 3rd out. But no, it's just the 2nd out on the ground out to short. Now here's the pitcher, Rayleigh Blanchard. Blanchard was the left fielder in Game 1. And takes that first pitch up high, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Blanchard had 1 hit. She was also hit by a pitch and rolled into a double play in the first game. Blair ready again. Here comes the next pitch home to Blanchard. Misses outside, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. (2-1). Preston gets 2 runs in the top of the first. Skyline comes back and answers with 1. As the pitch home is again hit foul. As again, Blanchard able to stay alive. Tying run at third base with 2 outs here at the bottom of the first inning. Blair back into the circle, rocks and comes home as the pitch is up high again. Three and 2, the count on Blanchard. Trying to help herself along and pick up the tying run here. Hits a ball, short pop-up into short right field. It's going to get in for a hit and tie the game at 2. So Blanchard does indeed help herself out. It's the little bloop single to right field. That scores Sanders. And it's a 2-2 tie here in the first inning. And now here is Renee Brown, who did not play in the first game of the doubleheader. Up there for the first time in the day here, with 2 outs here in the first inning and a runner at first base. Brown taking over in left field for Riley Blanchard, who moves into pitch here in game 2 of the doubleheader. And takes the first pitch outside and high, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Blair rocks and comes home with the next pitch. That's hit in the air. Right field again, and chasing it over near the line, and it's going to fall foul. So everybody will come back and we'll do it all again. As Blanchard will go back to first base. Brown will come back up. Back to her spot at the plate. As Blair rocks and comes home the next pitch. Misses outside again. Snap throw down to first. And not in time there as Blanchard able to get back onto the bag. Blair's next pitch home again misses down and in. Three balls and a strike. Brown ready again, climbs back into the box. Blair will rock and come home. The next pitch is up high, ball 4. So the inning continues as Renee Brown walks in her first at-bat of the day. Runners at first and second. And here is the new first baseman here for the Grizzlies, as that is Kelsey Christensen, and takes that first pitch outside, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch home to Christensen is a ground ball hit up the middle, slowly toward the second baseman, as Parker has it, flips it across in time, and the inning finally comes to an end. But not before the Grizzlies get 2 to tie the game. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They also leave 2 on base, and we're done with an inning, as we'll go to the top of the second here in the nightcap of the doubleheader with Preston and the Skyline Grizzlies. They are tied at 1-1.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
So I'm a typical banking customer.
And I'm a nearby ATM.
And I'm taking $20 out of my account.
And I'll process that $20 and take back $4.
Why do machines designed to give us money end up taking it right back? Introducing Kasasa, the free account that pays refunds on ATM fees and a lot more. To find a free Kasasa checking account near you, search Kasasa.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the
KACH.
We go to the second, and first ball swinging was Blair Rawlings up there for the first time. Rawlings getting to play here in right field in the second game of the doubleheader and takes that pitch outside. 1 ball and 1 strikes. It's Elena Rawlings, my bad. Here comes the 1-1. Up high, ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. So Rawlings in right field, the only real position change, other than a couple of people moving around positions, as she hits that ball foul back into the screen. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So it's Rawlings, Parker, and Hobson, the bottom third of the order, due up for Preston here in the top of inning number 2 in this 2-2 tie here in the nightcap of the doubleheader. As Blanchard ready, next pitch is ripped to left field, and right there is the left fielder Brown to make the catch. So Brown able to make the play. 1 out, and that'll bring up Shandy Parker, the second baseman. Parker, who in the first game had 1 hit, struck out. She also was 1 for 4 overall. As she lines that one along the left field line, that's going to hit fair and kick into foul territory. Parker will dig and go to second as they get the ball back in. So a 1-out double for Shandy Parker here in the top of the second inning. And now here's Chloe Hobson, who moves from right field into catch here in the nightcap. Chloe had 1 hit. She was 1 for 3 in the game. She also walked and scored a couple of times. And shows bunt, gets the bunt down. They have to play the ball to first base, which they do in time. 1-3 on the putout. That's the second out of the inning. We go back to the top of the order now as Parker moves over to third. So here's Vanessa Griffith. Walked and scored to open the ball game. Now with a chance to pick up a run here in the second. And that first pitch is inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. As Rocky coming home again is the pitcher Blanchard. And the pitch misses. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Next pitch is high. Thought about it, but she didn't go for it as Griffith was able to lay off, and it's 3-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Hit in the air toward right center field and hit pretty well. The right fielder coming over and could not make the play as the right fielder, Smith, could not make the play as Preston will get a run to get back into the lead, and pulling into second base is Vanessa Griffith. So Parker comes home to score, and Preston goes back up in the lead 3-2. And now here is Rory Hansen, our player of the game in the first game of the doubleheader, as she did everything for the Preston Indians. 5 hits, 5 runs scored, and 5 RBIs. As she lines one to center field, that's going to be in for a hit as Whitworth bobbled it momentarily, got it back in, and was able to hold Griffith at third base. So another hit here for Hansen. Runners at the corners and 2 outs. And now here's J.C. Larson, the left fielder, as she singled home a run back in the first inning. Shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes the pitch. Ball one, 1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch home to Larson, takes it high, and it's 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Takes that pitch on the inside half for a strike, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. As pitch popped up, foul behind home plate. In between games of the doubleheader, I talked to the head coach, Larry Morrison, and asked what happened, why the confusion about who was playing. As the JV team made the trip over and not playing as the pitch is down low, goes to ball 3, 3 balls and a strike on Hansen. There was a scheduling mix-up as the pitch is over for a strike, and it's a called third strike, and we'll tell you that story when we come back as Larson goes down looking for the third out here in the inning. Preston gets a run on a total of 3 hits in the inning, and they leave a couple of players on base, and we're done with an inning and a half. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Preston gets a run, retakes the lead. It's 3-2 Indians as we go to the bottom of the second.
KACA.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
You're the yard work hero, aligner of edges, trimmer of hedges, and slayer of weeds. When it comes to your lawn, power moves are the only moves you make. That's why you just applied IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food for quick green up and long-lasting weed prevention. IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food. It's the ultimate lawn owner power move.
KACH.
2-1 Indians as we go to the bottom of the second. Tonight's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Home in Preston. Remember, their compassionate staff will help you in your time of need. Give them a call when you need them at 852-0533. That's 852-0533 for Webb Funeral Home. 3-2 Preston, bottom of the second. Number 9 hitter will lead off here for the Skyline Grizzlies. That is Marley Smith, who comes into play in right field here in the nightcap. Wait for the umpires, or base umpire, to get back out where he needs to be, as he was in the third base dugout doing something and then has to go all the way across the infield. Now he's where he needs to be, and we're ready to go. So Smith, one of 2 players new in the lineup for the Grizzlies after not playing in the first game, hits the first pitch foul over the top of the screen, and it's 0-1. 3-2 Preston, 3 runs on 5 hits through an inning and a half as the pitch misses down and in to Smith. Ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Grizzlies got 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning on a total of 3 hits and left a couple of men on base as well. As that pitch swung on and missed, and it's now 1-2. So Preston, who really pounded the ball in the first game, pounded out 20 hits. And again, Coach Morrison and I chatting a little bit between games of the doubleheader as the ball popped up right in the middle of the field. It's Blair to put that away for the first out. He said he's really happy with the way the girls swung the bat in the first game of the doubleheader. Well, I would hope so. In a game that took 2.5 hours to play, I kind of winked at him and said, yeah, it takes a while to pick up 18 runs on 20 hits. So 1 out, back to the top of the order. Here is Rachel Hafner. As Hafner singled and scored to lead off the bottom of inning number 1. First pitch missed inside. Blair's next pitch is down and away, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. So a 2-ball, no strike count on Hafner. Next pitch hit foul, it's 2-1. Hafner 1 for 3 in the first game with a walk. Also scored a run. And was the unfortunate losing pitcher. She went the distance in the game. Ground ball, back there again. Nice play by Blair, able to venture out of the circle and then stab that and make the play over to first for the second out. So 2 outs and the base is empty. And now here is Avery Olenson. Moves in behind the plate to do the catching here in the nightcap of the doubleheader. After spending game 1 over at first base. And takes the first pitch up high, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Olenson doubled in her last at-bat in the first game. Other than that, she struck out and walked a couple of times. 1 for 2 officially in the opener, and takes that pitch outside. Two balls and no strikes. Outfield straight away against her. As Blair Roxon comes home with the next pitch. Little ground ball toward the third baseman. That's played there, as getting up and across was Hansen, and the inning is over as Preston able to get the Grizzlies 1-2-3 as they go in order here in the bottom of the second inning. We'll go to the third. Preston up 3-2. We're back right after this.
KACA.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Megan Johnson leads it off for the Indians as we go here to the top of inning number 3. It'll be Johnson, Blair, and Keller due up the middle third of the order here for the Indians, who lead 3-2 here in game 2 of the doubleheader. And the first pitch is hit foul and well out of play, as Johnson pulled it well foul. Megan, who hit her 4th home run of the year in the first game, part of her 5-hit game that she had, as he takes that pitch low. One ball and 1 strike on Megan. As the 5 hits, a perfect 5 for 5 first game, as pitch rolled foul, and it goes to 1-2 against her. And she had 4 RBIs in the first game as well. Remember, she led the team in RBIs. She matched her season output as she takes that pitch on the corner, strike 3 called. So Johnson goes down on strikes. for the first out here in the third. Now here is Charlie Blair, who singled home a run back in the first inning. First pitch to Blair, hit in the air. Whitworth, the center fielder, right there to put that away. So quickly 2 outs. And that'll bring up Kendall Keller. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Franklin County Medical Center, providing you the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North 1st East in Preston. So here's Keller. Strikeout victim, her first time up here in the nightcap. 2 for 4 in the first game, and pops that ball up right to the shortstop Sanders, who puts that away, and Preston goes over in order here in the nightcap of the doubleheader. 1, 2, 3. They go here in the top of the third. We go bottom 3. It's still Preston 3, Skyline 2. Skyline 2. We'll be right back.
KACH.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information. 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-1837.
There are lots of reasons why Sanders Furniture has been in business for 88 years. One reason is the quality brand appliances and furnishings you can get when you shop at Sanders Furniture, like Amana, Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. You'll also find comfortable recliners and seating, tables, beds and mattresses, home decor, and accents. If you like to shop where you're appreciated without a bunch of pressure from the salesman, then make sure you stop by Sanders Furniture today. We appreciate every customer. 148 South Main Street, Soda.
KACH.
So 3-2 Indians as we go to the bottom of the third. Sanders, Cantrell, and Wentworth. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up here for the Skyline Grizzlies here in the bottom of the third inning against Charlie Blair. And the first pitch is hit in the air and hit well to left field. Going back on the ball, it's going to hit off the base of the fence as Larson gets it back in a hurry. And Sanders has a leadoff double here in the bottom of the third inning. That ball hit just off the base of the fence, and the leadoff runner aboard here. And Cantrell, Whitworth, and Blanchard try to pick her up and get the game even. As the first pitch to Cantrell is hit foul at home plate. Cantrell had just the one hit in the first game. She was also hit by a pitch. She scored twice, but she was 1 for 2 officially in the first game here today. And the pitch home, that's going to be lined into left field. That's a base hit. As Larson will get that back in, but coming home to score is Sanders on the RBI single by Cantrell to tie the game. So we're tied at 3. Back-to-back hits. And here is Ellie Wentworth for the Grizzlies. First ball swinging, chases a pitch up in her eyes. And it is no balls and 1 strike. Wentworth 1 for 3 in the opener. Doubled. Reached on an error. As takes that pitch up high. There goes after it bounces off the glove of Hobson. That'll allow Cantrell to move up to second base. So it'll be a pass ball as moving up. And that takes the force play out of order here for the Indians. As that ball's gonna be lined up the middle. That's a base hit. Griffith over to get it. Coming around third is Cantrell to score, and it's 4-3. As the Grizzlies have their first lead here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. on 3 straight hits here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Now here's the pitcher, Rayleigh Blanchard, up there for the 2nd time here in the nightcap. First ball swing, he hits it foul back into the screen. Blanchard singled home a run in the 1st inning of here, the second game of the doubleheader. Behind in the count, 0-1. As Blair rocks and comes home, the next pitch goes to the backstop. Now it's going to allow the runner to move up to second base. So Wentworth will go to second base. That's going to be a wild pitch. And again, the runner now moves into scoring position. 1 ball and 1 strike to count on Blanchard. She hits the ball in the air to right field. Coming up is Rawlings and can't make the play. Here comes the runner to the 3rd. They're going to wave Wentworth in, as coming to second base is Blanchard. And they have 3 runs in the inning here before there's an out, as Wentworth able to score, as Blanchard pulls up at second base. 3 runs on 4 straight hits to open the inning here against Charlie Blair. There's a ground ball toward Johnson at short. She has it, plays it across to in time. That's the first out. And moving up to third base is Blanchard. So 1 out, runner at third now. And here is Christensen, Carly Christensen. The first baseman, and the first pitch over for a strike with a fastball, and it's 0-1. This game brought to you by ChemDrive Northern Utah, introducing Micro Pro Shield with disinfecting plus antimicrobial protection that lasts up to 90 days. Blair ready again. The next pitch off speed is high, 1-1. So whether you want a safer home or business or just greater peace of mind, if you're in Cache or Box Elder County, you can call and make an appointment today. Call 435-752-6100. That's ChemDrive Northern Utah. Late hits the ball foul off the first base side is Christensen. It's 1-2. Three runs home here in the inning. 5-2, the Grizzlies have a lead here in the nightcap of the doubleheader. As the next pitch is low. In fact, she hit it off of her leg and kind of rolled it up there. And it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Blair ready again. Roxon comes home. The next pitch is a ground ball back to the pitcher Blair. Able to knock it down with her glove. Goes to first in time for the out. But Christensen picks up an RBI as the run comes in. And with 2 outs and the base is empty, that'll bring up Marley Smith, who popped up her first time up. So 4 runs home here in the inning for the Grizzlies, and then pitch it back again, right back to the pitcher. Blair able to get that, goes to first in time for the out, and the inning is over, but not before. The Grizzlies get 4 runs on 4 hits. They leave nobody in the inning, and we'll go along here to the 4th. Done with 3, as the Preston Indians trailing now by a score of 6-3 after 3 innings. We'll be right back.
KACH.
Sushi, a word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
KACH.
Lena Rawlings leads off the top of the fourth inning for the Indians. Flew out to left field her first time up and falls behind 0-2 here as she takes the first two pitches over for strikes. Rawlings, Parker, and Hobson, the bottom third of the order, as that pitch is inside and hits her. Got her down around the ankle and hobbling her way up the first base line here as she tries to make her way back up to first base. So Blanchard hits the batter with on an 0-2 pitch as Rawlings heads up to first base. Now here is Shandy Parker. Parker doubled, scored a run her first time up. And you take a look at Rawlings here, make sure she can continue. She got that ball right off the ankle, left ankle, or possibly the maybe a little bit higher off the shin. Possibly she's rubbing as she stands over there at first base. So here's Parker with the leadoff runner on. As the first pitch hit foul back into the screen. Oh, and 1 the count on Parker. As the next pitch again is up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Try to duck in some more scores from opening day of Major League Baseball today. As the next pitch to Parker hit in the air toward right center, coming up but not able to make the play is the right fielder Smith. There's been no problem with that ankle, as going from first to third is Rawlings on the double by Parker. So a hit batter and a double, runners at second and third, nobody out. And now here's the number 9 hitter, Chloe Hobson, for the Indians. Try to get back into the game here a little bit. I believe I said it was 6-2. Let me correct myself. It was actually 5-3 is the current score. So here's Hobson. 1 hit, walked a couple of times. She was 1 for 3 in the opener, and takes that pitch down low. Rawlings still reaching down and trying to rub that shin or ankle where she got hit just a few minutes ago. As that pitch again up high. As she starts about mid-calf and then goes all the way down the leg, still trying to rub it and get some feeling back into it, make it feel better. So again, the pitch to Hobson hit foul at home plate. Nobody out, top of the fourth inning. Second game moving along much quicker than the opener did. Took some 2.5 hours to play. As the next pitch hit foul off the first base side, it stays at 1-2. Today's game brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For home, health, life, and auto insurance through Mutual of Enumclaw, call Naylor Insurance at 852-0810. Or you can drop by and see them at 153 North State Street in Preston. As the next pitch is swung on and missed. Hobson goes down on strikes, first out of the inning here in the fourth, and with runners at second and third, we go back to the top of the order. Vanessa Griffith walked, doubled homer run. So 1 for 1 here officially in game 2 of the doubleheader. As she comes to home plate with the tying runs out on the base paths here for the Indians. And takes the first pitch up high. The next pitch Hit in the air, in the infield. That's the shortstop, Sanders, and she gets together with Hafner, the second baseman, and they drop the ball, and everyone's going to be safe. And coming home to score for the Indians is Rawlings, and Parker goes to third. So the middle infielders get together and not able to make the play, as that gets Preston back to within a run, as Griffith will take off and steal second base on the first pitch home. As here's Rory Hansen, who grounded out and singled. Next pitch chases a pitch up and a rise and swings through it, and it's 0-2. Braylon ready again. Blanchard comes home, and that pitch is up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the tying run at third base with 1 out for the Indians. Hansen with 6 hits so far on the day. Gets handcuffed by that pitch and fights it off and hits it foul. But she's able to stay alive. Runners at second and third for the Indians. 1 out here in the fourth. 5-4 the score as the next pitch is swung on and missed. So Hansen strikes out for the second out of the inning. And now here's J.C. Larson. Going to take a 2-out hit to pick up the tying run, as the first pitch to Larson is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Larson 1 for 2 so far here in the nightcap. Singled, struck out. Parker down the line from third. The pitch is high, goes to the backstop, but doesn't go back far enough for Parker to try to advance. So she stays at third base. And the count now 1-1. Pitch on to Larson again. Ground ball up the middle. Backhanded. Nice play by Hafner. Goes to first and saves the run as she gets Larson. 4-3 on the ground out. And Preston scores 1 in the inning, but they leave 2 on base as they get back to within a run, as we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. It's Skyline 5, Preston. Skyline 5, Preston 4 here as we go to the bottom of the fourth.
KACH.
We've all heard it said, if you aren't first, you're last. So why not start out first with the #1 brand for driver appeal and initial quality for mass market brands when you celebrate Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Celebrate with 0% financing for 72 months or other cash discount offers on select models. Rules apply. So we ask, are you going to be first or last? Choose to be first with Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
WestMotorCompany.com. KACH.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
KACH.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Preston trails by a run as it's 5-4, and the Skyline Grizzlies will start from the top of the order. Rachel Hafner, Avery Olenson, and Addie Sanders due up here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Charlie Blair stays in the game, and the Roxanne comes home, and the first pitch is up high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Blair ready again, comes home. The next pitch, that misses outside. And it's 2-0. Blair back up into the circle. Roxon delivers the 2-0 pitch. Popped up. First base side. Keller in foul ground makes the catch. So they get Hafner as she fouls out. That's the first out, and that'll bring up Avery Olenson. Olenson singled and grounded out here in the nightcap, 1 for 2. And here's the pitch home to her, and that misses outside, ball 1. This game brought to you by Stokes Market, True Value. From produce to hand tools, fresh meat to smokers, plus fresh bakery and deli items, and now sushi made fresh daily every day as well. Stokes Market, True Value, 217 South State Street in Preston. The 1-0 over for a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1 to count. And the pitch home. Up high from Blair this time. And it's 2-1. Just about all of the early games are final now from the opening day of Major League Baseball. That pitch swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. Blue Jays beat the Yankees in the Bronx today to open up their regular season. 3-2 the final there. Next pitch is on the corner, strike 3 called. Olenson goes down looking. That's the second out of the inning, and now with 2 outs, here comes the shortstop, Addie Sanders, who's 2 for 2. Singled, doubled, and scored twice here in the nightcap. First strikeout as that ball's hit in the air toward right field. Rawlings coming over and makes the catch for the out. Rawlings able to get a glove on that one, hang on to it, and for the second time in 4 innings, the Grizzlies go in orders. We're done with 4. We'll go to the 5th after 4 innings here. It's the Grizzlies, the Skyline Grizzlies, leading by a score of 5-4 over the Preston Indians.
KACH.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality...
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
4 innings in the book. We'll go to the 5th. Megan Johnson leads it off here for Preston, who trails by a run. It's 5-4 through 4 innings, and Johnson takes the first pitch from Blanchard over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Blanchard 0 for 2. I should say Johnson 0 for 2 here in the nightcap. Reached on a fielder's choice and struck out, and takes the 0-1 pitch down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch is high, ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Other scores from Major League Baseball's opening day. The Tigers get a run late. They beat the Indians in Detroit 3-2, where they dodged the snowflakes early on in that game. As that pitch is up high, ball 4. So Johnson walks to lead off here in the top of the 5th. So the tying run aboard here for the Indians. See what they can do with it. Charlie Blair comes up, 1 for 2, single homer run in the first inning, and flew out to center and takes the first pitch over for a strike. There goes Johnson, the throw, got her. .26 on the caught stealing. First out of the inning. Good throw from the catcher, Olenson, as the pitch gets away at home plate, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Brewers got a run in the bottom of the 9th to tie the game against the Twins earlier today, then able to get another run in the 10th and win it, 6-5 the final. As opening day in Milwaukee, as a pitch swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. Pirates beat the Cubs at Wrigley 5-3 today as well. As that pitch outside. Ball 3 balls and no strikes. Phillies also pushed across a run in the bottom of the 10th as they get a win today on opening day. 3-2 the final there as they beat the Braves today in Philadelphia. As the next pitch to Blair again was up high. Swings the 3-2 pitch, hits it on 1 hop to the third baseman. As it is Cantrell who will play it across in time for the out, and there's 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. So that'll bring up Kendall Keller, who's 0 for 2, struck out and popped up. Rockies beat the Dodgers in Denver 8-5. Marlins and the Rays played a heck of a game. That ball's looped to the right side, and right there is the second baseman Hafner able to squeeze that, and the Preston Indians are gone here in the top of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, and nobody left. We'll go bottom 5. It's still a 1-run game. It's Skyline 5, Preston 4, as we'll be right back.
KACH.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Not too long ago, we found ourselves really needing to have our carpets cleaned. Dirt, stains, pet hair, and remnants of all those chemicals trying to melt snow from last winter had our carpets looking dull, dingy, and ugly. We called Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah, and in a very short time, they had our carpets looking like new. Not only did they clean our carpets, but they got up all that leftover pet hair to the point where you couldn't tell that we had pets in the house at all. It was like we had brand new carpets all over again. So if you live anywhere in Cache County or in Box Elder County, call Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah at 435-752-6100 and let them take care of your carpets. You won't be disappointed. We weren't. 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of Northern.
KACH.
Preston trails by a run as we go to the bottom of the 5th. 5-4 Skyline leads. And here in the bottom of inning number 5, it'll be the middle of the order due up for the Grizzlies. Cantrell, Wentworth, and Blanchard due up, and they have a 1-run lead. So big inning here for Charlie Blair to get through the inning here without giving up anything here. Keep her team close here in the 5th as the first pitch is up high, ball 1 ball with no strikes. Cantrell lined out, single homer run, and scored back in the 3rd. Takes the next pitch outside again, ball 2, it's 2-0. We told you the Marlins and the Rays hooked up in a good one on opening day. 1-0 the final. Tampa Bay beats the Florida Marlins on opening day in Miami. As the breaking pitch misses inside. 2 balls and a strike, I believe. Blair ready again, rocks and comes back with the pitch. And nope, it was 3-0. She walked her on 4 pitches. So walk the leadoff hitter. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Ellie Wentworth, who singled homer run. She's 1 for 2 here in the nightcap. And now hold on a second. as going to get a visit to the mound as Larry Morrison goes back to the mound to talk to his pitcher here again. Here for the Indians, which gives us a chance to give you some more scores. The Padres came back and beat the Diamondbacks opening day in San Diego, 8-7 the final there, as the Padres win it. Kansas City opening day there was all of a sudden, it went from a baseball game to a football game. It's like the Chiefs showed up as the Royals beat the Rangers 14-10. Oh yeah, wild things at Kauffman Stadium, absolutely. So here's Wentworth, shows bunt, and bunts it foul at home plate, and it's 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike, as Wentworth will have to come back up to home plate. Control go back to first. 1-run game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the next pitch to Wentworth. It's up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. And of course the evening games all getting ready to get started. Here's the next pitch home. Misses outside. They throw down to first, and there goes this runner for second base. As they threw behind the runner Contrell, and she took off for second. And she's able to get in there with a slide. So now a runner in scoring position for Wentworth, who's ahead in the count. I believe it's 2-1. The next pitch home is up high, runs the count, I believe, to 3-1 now. Here on the center fielder, Ellie Wentworth. Shadows are starting to grow a little long here at Skyline. Ground ball to the right side, foul. As again, Wentworth will come back. Other games still to come. White Sox at the Angels tonight. Astros will be in the Bay Area to take on the Athletics. The Giants go up to Seattle to take on the Mariners tonight. As the Orioles and the Red Sox and the Mets and the Nationals both were postponed. Fly ball to right. Coming over is Larson to make the catch, and that is out number 1. So Larson makes the play. Holds the runner Contrell at second base, and now here's the pitcher Riley Blanchard, who has a single, a double, scored a run, and has driven in 2 here in the nightcap to help herself out. And back up there with a chance to drive in another one. Hits a ground ball, snared by Johnson from a knee, gets up and throws her out. What a play by Megan Johnson at shortstop. She gets the out for the second out of the inning. Contrell able to move up to third when she saw her go down to a knee to have to try to make the play. But now there's 2 outs. And Renee Brown, the left fielder, at the plate. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. 5-4. Skyline leads in the first pitch here, over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Blair ready again, the next pitch. That's hit to center, coming up and not able to make the play was Griffith. That'll get the run in to make it 6-4. So Brown singles in the run. At leadoff walk. As pitchers and pitching coaches and managers will knock you on the head until it becomes part of what you sense. As the first pitch here to Christensen is high, goes to the backstop, and that's going to allow Brown to move up to second base on what is a very wild pitch. Those leadoff walks, 80% of them come home to score, and they really do. So the leadoff walk comes in to make it 6-4. Christensen rolls the ball foul at home plate, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Today's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Whatever you need for your car, you might as well go by and stop at some place where you're going to be treated like a friend. Stop in at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street in Preston. A ball and a strike on Christensen. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball back to the box. Once again, it's Blair to stab, field, and throw, and the inning is over, but not before the Grizzlies come up with a run. 1 run on 1 hit. They leave 1 on base as well as we're done with 5. It's now Skyline 6, Preston 4 as we go to the 6th inning.
KACH.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb.
KACH. KACH.
6-4 Skyline as we go to the 6th. Bottom third of the order due up for the Indians. Rawlings, Parker, and Hobson. And the first pitch hit right back to the pitcher. Blanchard able to play that and play it across in time for the out. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. And that brings up Shandy Parker, who has a pair of doubles and a run scored here in the nightcap. She was 1 for 4 in the opener. Don't forget Preston Lady Indians home again tomorrow. 4 o'clock first pitch. Green Canyon Wolves are in town. Take on the Indians. We'll have it for you here on KACH and the video on mylocalradio.com. As the Parker takes the first pitch up high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 pitch is down low, ball 2. Preston needs some base runners. Try to get the game even as they trail by 2. Next pitch home to Parker is up high. Next pitch home again to Parker. It's up high. There's the base runner you need. As a 4-pitch walk to Shandy Parker. And that'll bring up Chloe Hobson with 1 out and a runner on base. Chloe comes to the plate representing the tying run. Told you there was 2 games canceled today because of weather. That's the Orioles and the Red Sox. That game was canceled very early on today. As a hit ball along the right field side and foul. It's 0-1. Then the Mets and the Nationals were also postponed because of rain. So a couple of rainouts on opening day. Let you look at the scoreboard here. As the next pitch to Hobson is up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chloe, 1 for 3 in the opener, 0 for 2 so far here in the nightcap. She's grounded out and struck out. She walked a couple of times in the first game of the doubleheader as well. Takes that pitch over for a strike. Takes a little walk around home plate, now climbs back in again. As the next pitch again is high. So Hobson battling, trying to work her way back on base. If she can get on, Preston can turn the lineup over and bring the big guns back up at the top of the order again. As that ball hit along the right field side, coming over to make the catch is the right fielder, Smith. And back to first base goes Parker. So there's 2 outs. Now here's Vanessa Griffith. Griffith walked, doubled home a run, and then reached on an error last time up. 1 for 2 here in the nightcap. First ball swing, hits it foul back into the screen, and it's 0-1. It was the top of the Preston lineup that did all the damage in the first game. Griffith, who had 5 hits in 6 at-bats, hits that ball in the air over by the first base dugout, and that'll land on top of the dugout, and it's 0-2. They got her out one time. She popped up to the shortstop. Other than that, she had 3 singles and a double in the first game, where she was 5 for 6 overall. Taking that pitch, takes it inside. So Griffith at the plate. And the next pitch home, again hit foul behind home plate. Top of the 6th, 6-4. Skyline leads after Preston won the opener handily. 18-6. Griffith back up there. The next pitch is grounded inside third and down the line. Coming over to get the ball is Brown. She'll get it back in. Going all the way to third base is the base runner Parker on the double by Griffith. So the tying runs are out there on the base paths. And now here comes Rory Hansen, who also had a big game in the first game. She is 1 for 3 here in the nightcap. And first ball swing hits it foul over the top of the screen, and it's 0-1. Hansen was 5 for 5 in the opener, scored 5 runs and had 5 RBIs, including her first home run of the year in the first game. The 0-1 bounces up there, 1 ball and 1 strike. Parker at third, Griffith at second after the 2-out double. Tying runs out there on the base paths for the Indians as the next pitch is popped up. Look out, they collide as the shortstop, Sanders, not able to get to the ball, and they're going to call the out. Absolutely. There was a collision as Griffith ran into Sanders, and that's an automatic out. So Preston ends up with no runs in the inning, even though they had the tying runs out there on the base paths, as Griffith is out for interference for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. As we'll go to the bottom of the 6th, it's still a 2-run game with the Grizzlies leading 6-4. We'll be right back.
KACH.
At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500. Or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, we'll go here to the bottom of the 6th inning. And it'll be the number 9 hitter in the lineup leading it off here for the Grizzlies. That's Marley Smith. And back to the top of the order, Rachel Hafner and Avery Olenson do up, the 9 1 and 2 hitters here in the inning. As the first pitch over for a strike from Blair, and it's 0-1. 6 runs, 8 hits, 3 left here in the nightcap for the Grizzlies. As the ball popped up again on the first base side, that makes the top of the Preston dugout. And Smith will have to come back again. Preston with 4 runs. They have 7 hits. And they've left 6 men on base. Next pitch home to Smith, swung on and missed. And she is out on strikes to lead off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So 1 out, back to the top of the order, Rachel Hafner. Singled and scored back in the 1st inning. 1 for 3 overall in the game here in the nightcap of the doubleheader. And she lines one to center. That's going to be in for a hit. As they're able to cut it off, as Griffith gets it back in. Big turn at first base, but she stays there. So Hafner with her 2nd hit of the game. A 1-out single here in the bottom of the 6th. And with 1 out, here is Avery Olenson. Olenson 1 for 2 in the opener, 1 for 3 here in the nightcap. 1 out, runner at first. Preston needs to keep the game right where it is, as it's a 1-run game. As Olenson tries to bunts it foul. And of course, now unfortunately, she's looking right back into the sun too. Pretty difficult to hit when you're trying to squint. As they go back to first, they throw back behind the runner, and Hafner back in with a slide. And the count now 1-1. You're looking ahead to the Preston half of the 7th inning. They'll have Larson, Johnson, and Blair due up to try to get even. The 1-1. Ground ball back to the pitcher again. She'll go to first, get an out there. As Olenson hits back to the box. That's the 2nd out. Boy, tell you what, that had double play written all over it. As it was hit hard enough on 1 bounce back to Blair, but she opted to go to first instead. So runner at 2nd base and 2 outs, and now here is Addie Sanders, who has 2 hits and a flew out to right here in the nightcap and takes the first pitch over for a strike. (6-4). Grizzlies on top. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Next pitch swung on and missed. Oh, 0-2 the count on Sanders. Here's the 0-2 offering. Hit foul. Coming over to have a look is the 3rd baseman Hansen, but it's going to be out of play. It stays at no balls and 2 strikes. Hafner at 2nd with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Blair rocks and comes home. Next pitch again popped up behind 2nd, and it's going to fall. Here comes Hafner to score. It's going to be 7-4. Into 2nd base, standing and in time is Sanders on the RBI single. She goes to 2nd base on the throw to the plate. But Skyline gets an insurance run here. That makes it 7-4. And now here is Ellie Cantrell, who has a 1 hit and a walk here in the nightcap, and takes the first pitch down low, ball 1. Doesn't matter how hard you hit them sometimes, it's where you hit them. As that ball was just out of Parker's reach and allowed to run to get in. Next pitch to Cantrell, hit in the air off the 3rd base side. Nope, that's going to go out of play. As everybody will go back, Sanders back to 2nd. Blair with a new ball. Back into the circle. Roxon comes home with a pitch to Control. It's up high again. Today's game brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance, offering many options for your insurance coverage needs. 85 South State Street in Preston is where you can find them. Stop in and get your competitive quote today. As the pitch again is down low. There goes the runner for third, and she'll be in there with a slide. So Sanders, aggressive on the base paths, now is at third base with 2 outs. Control back up there. Blair rocks and comes home again. As a pitch hit in the air to right field. Rawlings comes up. Rawlings can't get it. It falls behind her. As going to third base. Here's the throw to third, and she is out. So Contrell singles home the run and then is out trying to stretch. Out 9-6-5 as 2 runs home in the inning for the Grizzlies. And they have a 3-run lead as we go to the top of the 7th inning. 7-4 Grizzlies lead. Preston needs some runs as we go to the top of the 7th.
KACH.
At Preston Drug, we understand that everyone is busy and time is important. That's why we've implemented synchronization. We look at all the monthly prescriptions your family takes, and working with your doctor, we organize them so that you can pick them all up at one time each month. Synchronization with Preston Drug saves you time and money. Call Preston Drug today, and we'll get you into the synchronization system. It's free and it's simple. Preston Drug, 208-852-1563.
Following their win at Logan and some days off for spring break, the Preston Indians baseball team returned to action on Tuesday, April 6th, when they host the Shelley Russets at Tony Hansen Field. The Indians have won 5 straight and look to pick up where they left off as the Russets come to town. Our coverage on Tuesday starts with the pregame show at 3:45 and the first pitch at 4 p.m. on Preston's home for fun, information, and music, FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, we go to the 7th inning, and for Preston, they need some runs as they trail by 3, as it'll be J.C. Larson to lead it off, and the first pitch misses down low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Blanchard looking to go the route and pick up the win as that pitch misses down and in, and it's ball 2, 2-0. So Blanchard climbs back up into the circle in the 2-0. It's up high again, ball 3. So falling behind the leadoff hitter as the next pitch is high, ball 4. And we talked about it a minute ago. And Blanchard comes right out and does the exact same thing. She walks to the leadoff hitter. So leadoff hitter aboard for the Indians, and that brings up Megan Johnson. First pitch to Johnson, bounces up there, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. That's 5 straight balls thrown by Blanchard to lead off here in the 7th inning for the Indians. Next pitch, swung on and missed. There's Johnson out in front of that pitch, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 offering bounces up there, gets away from the catcher. There goes a runner to second base, and she's safe as the ball's bobbled there by Sanders. So Larson moves up to second base. It'll be a wild pitch. And now just to make sure that Larson's okay, as she went into the bag hard out there at second base. As Larry Morrison comes over to check on her to make sure she's okay. She's kind of on her hands and knees there at the bag. I think we're going to have somebody come in and run for her, I think. Tonight's game brought to you by West Motors in Preston and in Logan as they celebrate Ford Truck Month this month. If you want a new Ford truck or a Chrysler, Plymouth, Jeep, or a Dodge truck even, your only destination is West Motors in Preston and in Logan. stop in and save today. So Larson's going to go off, and we'll have a pinch runner at second base here for the Indians. So Larson went into second base, a little bit of an aggressive slide. And a pinch runner in at second base. So she'll turn around and see what number she is as Megan Johnson comes back up to the plate. And the pitch home to Megan. That's hit in the it's caught by the shortstop. They throw back to second base and they throw it away. So Johnson lines out and then they throw the ball into right field and allows the runner to move up to third. So Johnson just not quite able to get it past Sanders' glove. That's the first out. And now here's Blair. Preston needs one more batter to reach base to bring the tying run to the plate as Blair stings one just outside of third and down the line. So no balls and one strike. Blair back up there again. And the 1-0 pitch hit in the air into short center. Whitworth coming up in a hurry, can't get there. It's going to fall. That's going to allow the run to come in and bring the tying run to the plate for the Indians. As Blair with a little flare single to center. There's the one run that they needed. Now here's the tying run at the plate. That's Kendall Keller, 0 for 3. As she's first ball swinging, hits it foul off the first base side. Keller struck out in the first inning and has popped up twice since then. Once to the shortstop and once to the second baseman. As the pitch is inside low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch home to Keller is a ground ball up the middle into center field. That's going to get the tying runs on base now as Blair stops at second. Back-to-back hits for the Indians. And here is Alina Rawlings, who was hit by a pitch, flew out and grounded out, 0 for 2 officially. And hits this pitch toward the shortstop. Sanders has it. Snap throw back to first, not in time. So Rawlings lines out to the shortstop. That's the second out. And now here is Shandy Parker. 7-5, Preston trails. Tying runs are on base. And the first pitch to Parker is down low, ball 1. Keller at second, Blair at first. Actually, flip those around. Blair's at second, Keller at first. Next pitch to Parker. Up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Parker's doubled twice. As she pulls it fair inside third. That'll get the runner Blair as far as third. Good hustle by Smith to get on it, or by Brown rather, to get on it in a hurry and hold it to a single. So now the bases are loaded. And now here is Chloe Hobson. So the bases loaded for the Indians. And Hobson coming to the plate. 0 for 3. Grounded out, struck out, flew out to right. Tying runs at second base. Go ahead run at first for the Indians. 2 outs in the 7th. First pitch swinging is Hobson and hits it foul off the first base side, and it's 0-1. 7-5. Top of the 7th inning. Preston down to their last out. Pitch to Hobson. Over for a strike, and it's 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Hobson. Again, she stays alive as she hits it foul. Five runs, 9 hits in the game for the Indians, but they need another one. As the pitch goes to the backstop, and the third baseman, the runner at third is Blair. She can't come home on that. So it just goes simply as a ball. Blanchard back up on top. The next pitch is high again. If Hobson gets on, it'll not only force in a run, but also flip the lineup over, as Vanessa Griffiths would be next. As a ground ball back to Blanchard. She knocks it down, goes to first, and the ball game is over. As Hobson grounds out 1-3, Preston drops the nightcap by the final score of 7-5. We'll come back. We'll have the final totals in the postgame show for you coming up right after this.
Today's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new and used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. ChemDry of Northern Utah. If you live in Cache or Box Elder County, they can clean and protect your home or business for greater peace of mind. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. They have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region here in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. And by S&T Electric. If you're doing remodeling, addition, or building a new home, they are there for all of your electrical needs. Now stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
A proud member of the Co-op, we save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for the Preston Indian postgame show. Coming up, we'll review the just completed game, name our player of the game, take a look at the scoreboard, and what's on tap for the Indians. It's all up next on the Preston Indian postgame show.
Well, after winning the first game handily, Preston drops the second game, losing the second game by the final score of 7-5. As our look at the final totals brought to you tonight by Fellows Chiropractic. If you've done it, a little overdone it in the field of play, you'll see Fellows Chiropractic. They can take care of any adjustments or massages you might need. Fellows Chiropractic, 8 South State Street in Preston. Call 852-2240, 852-2540. For Skyline to win the second game of the doubleheader, they win it 7 runs on 11 hits. They left 3 men on base. For the Indians, 5 runs on 9 hits. Certainly had their opportunities, but couldn't get the big hit when they needed it like they did in the first game. They left 9 on base. It was Riley Blanchard to pick up the win. She was the winning pitcher, as the loss goes to Charlie Blair, who sees her record fall to 1-2 on the year. So Preston splits the doubleheader here in Skyline up in Idaho Falls this evening. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back. We'll wrap up tonight's broadcast. We'll tell you who tonight's player of the game is and what's on tap for the Indians. We'll do that as we continue right after this.
KACA. Sushi. A word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
KACH.
Well, our player of the game here in Game 2 of the doubleheader, we'll give that to the winning pitcher, Riley Blanchard, for the Skyline Grizzlies, as Blanchard not only was the winning pitcher, she had 2 hits, a single, a double she drove into, and really proved to be the difference in the game. So the Lady Indians come home tomorrow as they will take on the Green Canyon Wolves. First pitch at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon out at Tony Hansen Field. We'll have the pregame show for you and the video feed starting about 3:50 tomorrow afternoon. First pitch at 4 o'clock, and certainly hope you can join us, not only be there in person, but also here on the radio or on the internet live for the video feed coming up tomorrow afternoon. So that'll wrap it up from here at Skyline High School in Idaho Falls as the Preston Indians split the doubleheader as they see their record now go to 4-3 overall on the year. They win the first game and then drop the second game with a final score of 7-5. For John Beverly back in the studio, I'm Dan Hubbard. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, as we'll talk to you tomorrow from Tony Hansen Field as the Indians back on the field tomorrow afternoon. Until then, have a very pleasant good night.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.